February 18th to 20th is free ice fishing weekend. So that means you don't need a license to fish on any of Saskatchewan's public waters. And joining me to talk about it is fishing expert Jason Matity with Getfishing.ca. Good morning and thanks for joining us, Jason.
Good morning.
Well, you are the expert, so the things that we want to ask you first is what do you need to know before venturing out this weekend?
Well, the first thing you want to check, because I know it's been mild out, is you want to check the ice conditions. So stop by your local fishing hole, Cabela's, and certainly find out what's going on out there. Make sure everything's safe to walk out on the ice. That's the first thing. And then you want to make sure you go to the Saskatchewan government website, which is environment.sk.ca/fishing, and just read up on the regulations to know how many of what kind of species you can catch. For example, blackstrap near the city of Saskatoon has reduced limits and certain size restrictions. So you want to make sure you're nice and legal on the ice in terms of regulations and safety.
You head on out, and what kind of fish are we expecting to catch at this time of year?
Well, you know, there's a wonderful mixed bag, as I like to call it. Everything's on the table. Mostly pike and burbot are big ones, and burbot are the only freshwater cod species in North America. They have a face only a mother could love. They're not the prettiest things, but man, do they taste good, and boy, do they fight on the line. So they're biting pretty good if you use bigger jigs like this, and bigger with a little bit of, you know, meat or minnows on it. You can get lots of perch too if you put smaller things on with a dropper hook like a mealworm or a maggot for bait. And the walleyes, you can get a few of those too, but you're probably going to have to get out there nice and early, like heading to the lake at this time of day, or stay late.
All right, well, it's free fishing weekend, but of course, if it's your first time, we need to know how much do you expect to spend on a rod and the reel, as well as the lures?
Well, you know, this particular outfit that I got from my friends at Cabela's, this is about a $50 outfit with both the rod and the reel. I have 4-pound test line in here, and that doesn't sound like very much, but you know, it's enough to handle, if you play them right, a 15-pound pike, as long as he doesn't bite through your line, and probably about an 8-pound walleye, but all the way down to like a little perch. And it's got a really nice soft tip on it, but fairly heavy in the backbone here. And the reel comes with the combo, so for about $50, as much as $60, you can get a nice decent outfit. You can even get some for as low as $20 if you're worried about making that investment up front. But basically, once you have this, and you either get yourself a hand crank or a buddy with a power auger with a motor on it to cut a hole for you, you're set. That's all you need.
Okay, not too bad. And then you're set for future excursions as well. Now, with a warmer forecast this weekend, people are wondering how thick is the ice out there?
Well, as you probably know, we've had a lot of winter up to this point, including some pretty cold weather. So from a walking perspective, there should be plenty of ice in most areas. Now, having said that, you want to watch areas of current or areas where the lake or river narrows, because those are, you know, areas where there's traditionally thinner ice because of the current, because of the wind keeping it open. So you want to be careful on those areas and always be very vigilant out there. You know, follow tracks where previous people have gone, and just, you know, do some test holes, measure the ice if you have to. Most places you've got probably 60 centimeters or more, and that's plenty for walking on.
Okay, Jason Matity, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure talking to you. And of course, check out instructional videos anytime on Getfishing.ca. So free fishing weekend, that's this weekend. Head on out.